may be seated. Today I want to talk to us spirit to spirit, just to awaken us some about area that we know is our calling, but we're in a world system here that is so different. I struggle with the title, but I create your tomorrow today. Create your tomorrow today. And I want to look at the books of 2 Corinthians chapter 4 verse 18, which says, 2 Corinthians 4:18, the King James Version says, "Why we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen? For the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal." And I decided to look at the New Living Translation of that version. It says, so we don't look at the troubles that can be seen now. We don't look at the troubles that can be seen now. Rather, we fix our gaze on things that cannot be seen. For the things we see now will soon be gone, but the things we cannot see will last forever. I went further to look at the commentary, Eliot's commentary for English readers. I picked something from there. Why we look at the things which are seen. The why we look phrase, why we look, the three words phrase, the why we look, is according to the Greek idiom, the condition of what had been stated in the preceding verse. Now, the look part of it is that of one who contemplates this or that as the end of goal for which he strives. Look, it's like you contemplating. Okay? The things that are seen are, of course, all the incidents and circumstances of the present life. That which you can see at the present, you are for now, that's what you see now. But there's some things that need to be seen that are not for now that you need to see. That's what that is saying. The things that are seen are, of course, all the incidents and circumstances of the present time, life. The things that are not seen, the very phrase of Hebrews 11:1, are the objects of faith, immortality, eternal life, the crown of righteousness, the beatific vision. These things are subject to no time limit and endure through all the ages of God's purposes. The others are but for a brief season, and then they are through, they had not been. Striking as the words are, they find an echo in the words of the contemporary seeker after wisdom. These things, the things which most men seek after, says Seneca, are but objects of imagination, the present a show of being but for a time. Let us give our minds to the things which are eternal. That is the commentary of that by Eliot. I put this together. It's a combination of some quotes which I added my words to bring more meaning to what I'm trying to say. Each day you have to make a decision. Each day you have to make a decision. Will you give up, give in, or give it your all? So work hard today as if there is no tomorrow. And when your tomorrow becomes today, make it awesome that yesterday gets jealous. Put it back together. I couple something. He said, each day you have to make a decision, right? Will you give up, give in, or give it your all? It's a choice. So work hard as if there is no tomorrow. And when your tomorrow becomes today, make it so awesome that yesterday will become jealous. Strive hard every day. Don't lean on past glory. Push forward. I'm taking this away. For those who are according to the flesh, set their minds. Everything is mindset. Set their minds on present tense. That is habitually. On present tense. That's all you see. That's a whoo. I sense some wave of fire like that. See. For those who are according to the flesh set their minds on the present tense, that is habitually, the things of the flesh, that is the visible, the temporal. But those that are according to the Spirit, they set their mind on the things of the Spirit, that is the invisible, the eternal. Now, if you look at Romans 8:5, it said, those who live according to flesh set their minds on the things of the flesh. You see, it starts from here, and the displays gauge. You know what you are looking for because this is dictating it to you, and then you're going toward it. If it is towards ruin, until the ruin is total, it will not stop. It will towards, but you can stop back and cut the craziness and say, hey, worship my soul, magnify the Lord. And so let me first, you see, when you are going down in the spiral the path of faith of downfall, man is falling in his downfall nature. You can go back to the place of creation again because you have authority. Appreciate the Lord, oh my soul. Magnify, oh my soul. My soul, listen to me. Hey, I will bless God, oh my soul. Rise my soul and worship. Then the soul start to regenerate itself again. The eyes will be searching for the things that is dictated by the soul, by the mind. Those who live according to the flesh set their minds on things of the flesh, but those who live according to the Spirit set their minds on things of the Spirit. The mind of the flesh is death. The mind of the flesh is death. But the mind of the Spirit is life and peace. But life and peace cannot just be my choice. It is the consequence of what I choose. Everybody wants life and peace. But what are you going to handle to bring that? That is the tough area. I want life and peace. So as you do. The comment here is that our eyes gaze at that which captivates our hearts. The eyes gaze at the one that captivates. When the heart is already, okay, hey. How many young ones are in the dating game now? You know, when you are talking, you are looking, you are chatting, you are seeing, you are. When you sleep, you see the image of that lady. Even when she's not there. Your eyes is looking at what your heart is gazing. Now, well, see. And then you will get up at midnight and you send a text because you want to continue to chat. When you say good night and you all do the whatever at 11 o'clock, you go home, you chat at home, then you chat for another 2 hours. Is that so? It says our eyes gaze at that which captivates our heart. You see? Okay. If worldly, fleshy desire creep into our hearts, they will obscure our moral vision and ability to see Jesus as we should. Keeping our eyes fixed on Jesus and the invisible things of eternity is the best way to live in a visible world which is fast passing away. My eye gaze at that which captivates my heart. Wait a minute. I'll bring you more than a song. For the song in itself, it's not what you desire. You're looking far deeper than that. You're looking to where this thing is being created. You look into my heart. Our eyes gaze at that which captivates our hearts. But the song is not the worship. It's the heart of worship that she seeks. Matthew 6:19 says, do not store for yourself treasure on earth, where moth and rust destroy and where thieves break in and steal it. But store up for yourself treasure in heaven, where moth and rust do not destroy, and where thieves do not break in and steal. Here it is. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. Where's your heart? It's a simple question, but I'm telling you it's deep. I'll tell you your heart. Who are your friends? Who are those you flock with? If they are non-believers, what is your role there in their midst? To be just like them, and you have to quote to me that the Bible said, didn't it say that I become like everything to everybody? To the beer drinker, I go drink beer. To the fornicator, I go fornicate, right? Where's your heart? Where's your heart? You have been created to be the light. Are you shining in the darkness? See, the principle is clear. Where your treasure is, there your heart will also be. The principle is clear. That the more the heavenly engage our hearts, the less will the passing shadow of the earthly seduce our hearts. I'll say that again. It says that do not store yourself treasure on earth, where thief, wrath and rot, moth and rot destroy, but lay yourself in treasure in heaven, where moth and rust do not destroy, and where thieves do not break in and steal. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. And so the principle is clear. The more the heavenly engage our hearts, the less will the passing shadow of the earthly seduce our hearts. It comes, it seduces, and it obstructs and obscures our vision. And when we can't see well, there's no clarity as to which way we go. You say you stumble and fall because you cannot see. Why can't you see? Because darkness will overtake your path. What we are looking for will determine what we are living for. What are you looking for? You will not rest until you get that which you are looking for. It's what you are looking for in alliance with what he wants you to get. No, you can get anything you want. But that which you want, you see, the stakes are high. We need to be very cautious and very diligent as to what we do. What you are looking for will determine what you are living for. Are you looking for the visible, temporal, or the visible, eternal? You invest today for tomorrow's yield. Hey, I'm ready for that little clip I sent you right now.
Cocomelon!
In the summer, the ants were a-working, bringing food to their hill every day, while the grasshopper sang in the sunshine. On his fiddle, his song he did play. Fi-dee-di-dee-da-doo-da-dee-da-do, Fi-dee-do-dee-da-dee-dee-da-day. I will sing all the while neath the sunshine. Neath the moon I will dance, I will play. In the autumn the ants were still working, but the grasshopper still did not care. The ants asked, why don't you store food for winter? When it's cold you'll have no food to spare. Fi-dee-di-dee-da-doo-da-dee-da-do, Fi-dee-do-dee-da-dee-dee-da-day. Above us all there will always be sunshine, and there always will be time to play. Time went by and along came the winter, and the wind gave a cold icy chill. Snow fell down and there was no more sunshine, so the grasshopper went up the hill. Fi-dee-di-dee-da-doo-dee-dee-da-do, Fi-dee-do-dee-da-dee-dee-da-day. I am cold, I am wet, I am hungry, and I'm sorry I played the days away. In the valley he went to the anthill. He was cold and embarrassed and sad, but the ants told him that he was welcome. Then he thanked them and felt really glad. Fi-di-di-di-da-do-da-di-da-do, fi-di-do-di-da-dee-dee-da-day. And the grasshopper said, in future seasons, work comes first, then I'll have time to play.
In terms of spiritual heavenly home. Are you here to amass wealth and be a big guy? What does it profit a man if you gain the entire world? Now, you see, you invest today for tomorrow's yield. Now, let me go back and talk about investment. You plant today for tomorrow's harvest. And I know about gardening because I do gardening. You don't eat your seed, for that is your tomorrow's reward. When you eat it all, you have nothing to fall on. Three different scenarios. You invest today for tomorrow's yield. You plant today for tomorrow's harvest. You plant your seed that will yield. I mean, when you get your pay, it's 100%. You know, in that 100%, there is a seed you dare not eat because it won't produce no more. There will be nothing for tomorrow. You eat your bread for the eater and seed for the sower. And you combine the two, you eat it. The greatest enemy of a glorious future is the comfort of today. Pastor Tao said that about a week ago when we were having an online session. The greatest enemy of a glorious future is the comfort of today. You cannot actually, what is the opposite of comfort that you're supposed to use today? That's supposed to be your water that will soak and grow your seed. What is it? Discomfort. Can you allow discomfort for a short while? Can you allow hardship, adversity, difficulty, some misfortune, woe, suffering, asperity, tribulation, burden, trouble, distress, austerity, pain, deprivation, torment, poverty, affliction, grievance, destitution, oppression, trials, need. These are the water that you pour onto your seed that will yield for you, so that in the place when it comes through, you are in a place of peace, abundance, and pleasure. That's a more pleasurable situation that awaits you than what you are seeking after. If only you will endure. Now let me tell you a little bit about investment. All I'm talking about your tomorrow is it's like investing. You can't expect to receive dividends when you do not part with something. And the money you part with, the fund that you put aside, you suffer. It's called opportunity cost in economics. The cost of the alternative forgone. That money could buy you this, that, but you've forgone all this. Decide to cancel all those ones, and you put the whole money here, and then you want to start to see your investment rising and improving. At the end of the day, they throw you a dividend check. And you still have your principal, right? But it's not guaranteed. But you still invest. Don't you still invest? I know people here that already put like thousands of dollars there that is growing. Somebody bought me a $100 Facebook share. Was it last month? Last year? Was it last year? And the next year, it has more than double. They just sent me something. I look at it. I say, oh, I said 2 years ago now. I don't know, but it's like 270 something. $100. They bought it for me for Christmas. It's 270 something today. bought that amount, the market may plunge and the $100 might become $20. But don't you also invest? Without certainty, 100% certainty, somebody will just say, this is going to become like the Amazon of today. And you, boom, and put your money there. And you let go of that money because you may need it for so many things, but you will deny yourself. It's called deny yourself for today, for tomorrow's yield. You see, you deny yourself in the worldly thing that you can see and handle quickly. But you don't want to deny yourself for that which is more important. The glorious life that lies ahead. The enemy that destroyed that glorious life is the pleasure of now. Okay. He said, son. And this is the just a communication between the father and his son. He said, you cannot in the present state understand eternity. That is what mortals misunderstand. They say of some temporal suffering, no future bliss can make up for it. This temporal suffering, no future bliss can make up. So I rather enjoy to the fullest here, because there is no bliss ahead that can match this pleasure right now. That's a foolish thought. They say no future bliss can make up for it. Not knowing that heaven, once attained, will walk backwards and turn even the agony into glory. Hey, you don't understand what they say. When you break into that place, the glory and the pleasure can work its way backward to the very pain you suffered and change the pain of past years into glory. See. And of some sinful pleasure they say, let me have this, and I will take the consequence. Let me go. You know what they said when they crucified Jesus? Let the curse be upon us and our children. Little dreaming how damnation will spread backward into the past and contaminate the pleasure of the sin. Hey, we said the first one, right? This is the second one. When you decide to flood your life with pleasure, the condemnation that sets in the future can work its way back, and the short time of can become disturbing for you. The good man's past begins to change so that his forgiven sin and remembered sorrow take on the quality of heaven. The bad man's past already conforms to his badness and is filled only with dreariness. And that is why the blessed will say, we have never lived anywhere except in heaven. Can you just set your mind and say, what do I need to do? But he said, oh Lord, that was his only version topic of preaching. What shall we do to do the work of Christ? I said, the work of Christ is this, that you believe in the only Son. That's it. When you believe, your aspiration, your desire, your entire being is geared towards that until you get it, because your heart already been captivated by it. Your gaze is looking for it. First Kings 8:43. 1 Kings 8:43. Go and look towards the sea. So it says that why we look not at the things which can be seen, but at the things which we cannot see. For the things we see are temporal. And he was saying to his servant, go towards the sea. And he said to his servant. So his servant went and looked and said, there is nothing there. There's nothing there. He said, why we gaze? Let me say. Okay. So the New Living Translation says, so we don't look at the troubles that we see. Rather, we fix our gaze on things that cannot be seen. Go look and look. There's nothing there. Go back there. There is nothing there. And the second time, the third time, the fourth time, the fifth time, the sixth time. Oh, seventh time, I just saw a garden of a cloud like the hand of man. If you look more enough. A lot of things you are not meant to understand now. And that is why the lyrics of the song, by and by when the morning comes, when the saints of God are gathered, we will tell the story how we overcome. We'll be understanding better by and by. And the verse says, trials dark on every hand, and we may not understand. All the ways God will lead us to the blessed promised land. He will guide us with his eyes and will follow till we die. And then we will understand. You are following, though you don't see, continue to follow. You are sowing, but you cannot see. Continue to sow. But the moment you stop, then he comes. With what the Lord has put in our hand to do the assignment that we have here, I will expect a lot of people to say, Pastor, where can we help? How can we serve? What can we do? What do you need? Through this ministry, we feed thousands per month. I'm not making it down. The time I used to send the report to the PG County, it's like 140,000 pounds of food that we give out every month, every 2 weeks. From beef to chicken to ground beef to cereal to produce. You know how many souls are blessing God for the work of your hand? Will you come and volunteer? Will you send your money to do for you? Will you come and will you proclaim? Will you even share it on social media? But it's recording you. What you do carry reward. But this is the point I say as I close. Your reward, nothing can tarnish it. I'll go back to my heart and say, why cast ye down, O my soul? Put your trust in God. You are not meant to hesitate, procrastinate. And you will call him, he will answer you. You will seek him with your entire being. And you will invest continuously. You invest in a way that what you will do tomorrow will surpass today. So what you do tomorrow will make today jealous. But your tomorrow, when it becomes today, yesterday will be saying, oh, he did more than he did in my time. The Lord will do for you. Exceeding abundantly. I decree in the name of Jesus Christ. You will not go without a mark. That which the Lord has set in you, it will flourish. And I decree, the thing that you do today, you will not be able to receive all the profit alone. You will have enough, it will trickle down to your children. Your next generation will part of it. I decree I don't know what else to say. I'll put him in front of my destiny. In front of my destiny. If you are here and you think that, you know what? It is. You see the four lepers, when they got a lot, they drank so much, they ate so much, and they went to hide some, and they came back again, and they said, what we are doing is not good. Today is a day of good news, and we are